great Thursday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his second in Tampa Bay.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 4 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. Seven yards to pick up there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And here's Scott to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Well, here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his 2nd season now out of Oklahoma. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go! Let's go!
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, what a catch. It's Godwin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got to town. He's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans' 1A in this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers. He makes a nice catch there.
Brady's throw taken in by Miller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is down to 4. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. 7 yards the pick up there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with it. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Eagles. Chris Watkins, 78 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it. And that was a thing of beauty there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. Here's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shot.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Uses the stiff arm. And now running right through it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Yep. Nine there on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now Brady again. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
And Scotty Miller, nicknamed the Scooter by Tom Brady. Small in stature, a late-round pick, but he has an excellent knack for getting open and a lot faster than what people know. He's hoping to become the next Julian Edelman for TB12.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 10. 1:53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Brady to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Back to throw, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
What you talking about, man?
So that one will be accepted. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. Brady to throw again.
toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts over the middle, complete. That's Smith. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, it stays up. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air.
That's caught inside the 20. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Eagles, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss here will move them back to